periodically you want to check with your students to find out, are they understanding what's going on? And what's really important when you check with them is that your students show honesty. Because if you ask the students, do you understand? They'll nod their heads. Yes, I understand, even if they don't. So one thing that I like to do is before I ask the students to show me on their thumbs, I get it. I know what I'm supposed to do. I sort of get it. I don't understand what to do. I always want to stress with the students, you need to be honest. You need to help me as the teacher know what's going on inside your head, because I can't see in there, and I don't want to give you a test and find out that you really didn't understand what I was talking about. So I tell the students, after we've gone over whatever the subject matter is, say I'm trying to teach a lesson on fractions. How do you add fractions together that have unlike denominators? And I'll give the lessons and I'll ask the students to show me on your thumbs. I get it. I can do this on my own. I'm pretty close to I can do it on my own. I'm not sure I can do it on my own. I know I can't do it on my own. And then I can look around the classroom and I can see, as long as the students are honest, I've got a lot of students with their hands sideways. I need to make sure that I give a little bit more instruction. Everybody's got their thumb up. I need to be quiet and let the students get to work on whatever the assignment task is. And if they're all thumbs down, it's like, I need to do something very differently from what I have been doing. Sometimes, when I see a class and I've got students like this and some like this, I'll ask the ones with the sideways thumb, what part is it that you don't understand? And then they will tell me, and then I'll try to clarify that. And then I'll ask that specific student, did that help? And if they say yes, that's great. And I always tell them, you've got to be honest. You have to let me know if it helped you or not. Because if it didn't help you, I'm wasting my breath. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to waste their time. I don't want to waste my time. So if they say yes, that's great. If they're still sideways, and I don't know how else to explain it because to me it's obvious and clear, I'll sometimes ask other students in the classroom, does anyone think you can explain it so that John can understand what he's having a problem with? And then I'll have several students want to raise their hand and they'll offer their ideas, and sometimes from their own age group they'll come up with words and ways to express it that I didn't think of, that they're able to help out another one of the class members. So it's always good to have honesty when you're working on these questioning techniques and telling the students they've got to be honest and let you know. And it's also good to make sure that they understand you don't laugh at anyone in class who's doing this that they don't understand, because they just don't get it yet. And that's always an important thing to say, is everyone understands things at a different speed. It doesn't mean that they're not going to understand it. They just don't understand it yet. But they need to be honest to let you know that. And build them up. Anyone who's got the thumb down, I always pray for being so honest. Praise them. You were so honest. You're brave to be able to admit in front of your friends that you don't get it. And that's a really good trait to have. So build up whoever has their thumb down or even sideways. And then you'll find that a lot more students are willing to be honest, and they're actually willing to do this or this, to let you know that they really don't understand what they're supposed to do or how to do this problem or what's going on in the story, whatever it is. So the more that you can really affirm their honesty, the better it will help all the students in the classroom to grow and to understand later.